Hi friends, I'm coming to you today with another Writer's Workshop lesson. In the past few weeks, we've talked a lot about the things that you can write in your journal. One of those things is what you did that day. So maybe you read a book, played a game, or took a walk, and you can write about that in your journal. Last week, we talked a lot about how you can write about how you feel. During this quarantine, we're all having a lot of feelings, whether they're happy, sad, or bored, and so a journal is a place where you can talk about and record those feelings. Yesterday we added that you could write about what you want to do when the quarantine is over. Maybe you want to go to the park or see a friend or go to the movie theater. All three of those ideas are things you can write about all the time in your journal. But today I want to share something else that you can include. Today, I want to share that you can make a list in your journal. Now, I want to tell you something about myself. I love making lists. I love making lists so much that Miss Emma actually bought me a special book where I could make all kinds of different lists. It's called the 52 Lists Project. You don't need this book to do it. You can make lists wherever you want. In fact, I have a place where I'm always making lists of what I need to do, goals I want to accomplish, all kinds of things. You can see this book is really big. And I've made so many different lists over the years, and I've kept a lot of them too. This is a top 10 list of all the things that I really loved about last school year. This school year is not done yet, so I haven't made that one yet. And when I was ready to start teaching, I made a list about the kind of teacher I wanted to be. Today, I want to teach you that when you're ready to make a list in your journal, there are some ideas that you might want to think about. For example, you might want to think about things that you need to do. So you could make a list that says at the top, things to do. And then you could even number them, 1, 2, 3, and keep going if you have a lot to do. Or maybe you want to think about the things that you really love. And you might call your list my favorite blank, maybe my favorite books, or my favorite games, or my favorite toys. And then you can use something called a bullet point, which is like a little dot, and then you can write each thing. When I got ready to make my lists today, I thought about two different ideas. One, I always like to think about the things that I need to do every day. It helps me get organized, and so I started with what we call a to-do list. So on my to-do list, I started with number 1 and said, meet with Mr. Taylor. I'm going to do that right after I say goodbye to you. Then I need to wash the dishes. So 2, wash the dishes. 3, clean the bathroom. 4, laundry. 5, exercise. By making this list in my journal, it helps my mind get organized and think about the things I need to do and set goals for the time that I need to use. But I also like to think about things that are really close to my heart. So I made a favorites list today also. This list was called My Favorite Things to Do with My Family. And I have a few on there already. Hike, garden, watch movies, play games, eat dinner. And just to add, I can make a list every day, or I can make a list once a week, every few days. I can make a list about whatever I want because there are so many different ways to do it. So today, you might just sit down and make a list of the things you want to do. Or maybe you can make a list of something that's your favorite today, and then add to it tomorrow, or make a new favorites list, or a new list of things to do. And one thing that's really fun when you make a to-do list is that you can cross things off as you get them done. I can't wait to see the lists that you make. Don't forget to post them on Seesaw so that we can see them. Happy list making!